Welcome to my second stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you. Before I begin talking about my deck, like I normally do, I'm going to first and foremost apologize if you hear any cursing or yelling or crying babies. It's because my wife's sitting next to me playing the PlayStation 4, and she's playing her favorite game at the moment, which is Death Stranding. So I apologize for that. Um, Also, I want to do a big shout out to Commander Social. They've been really supportive of me and trying to help me get a viewer base, and they've been sharing all my tweets about me streaming. They've been talking to me on their Discord. So definitely show them some love. Go over there and definitely subscribe to them. Listen to their podcast if you guys don't already. But they're definitely been helping me a lot. Of course, Mana Curves has been helping me a lot. She's helped me set up my streaming program. She's helped me with trying to get me better equipment, telling me what I should use, what she uses, and she's been supporting me as well. And of course, my wife has been really supportive of my streams. So they're all my special thanks. My wife, Mana Curves, and of course Commander Social. Can't forget those guys. And of course, you guys can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I also have a Patreon if you guys want to check that out. I'm not going to really boast about that. So, enough about me and about all the people I want to say thanks to. I'm going to get into my deck, which I promised to play last week, but there was some miscommunication in some of the articles I read. And come to find out, the event was on Wednesday, like they had said, not the 7th, which is what all the articles I was reading said it would be. So I apologize for that. That was miscommunication on my part, and I'm sorry. So this is my Teysa Karlov deck, aka my wife's deck, that she really likes. Only it's now a brawl deck. She has a standard deck kind of like this, so I did kind of have to fill it in with some of my cards. So I'm going to do a quick rundown. Last time I felt I kind of went on and on. I do have some cheap mana removal cards. Most of my removal in this deck, I feel I can upgrade it. Like this one here, it's good, but you have to sacrifice a creature or pay an insane amount of mana. And it's not an if it was an instant card, I would say go for it, but it's not. But it does allow me to sack, and I do need a lot of sack outlets for her effect. And most of the cards you'll see Afterlife, they're mostly filler for Afterlife, or they'll have a death trigger. Some of the key players in this deck are, of course, my Pitless. I can never pronounce that word, so I'm just going to call her Pitless. She's pretty much my to-go sacrifice outlet. Granted, it costs 1 to activate it, but she becomes indestructible and gets death touch, so she's good removal. Of course, Arcane Signet's in here, Murder, more removal, more death triggers. Now, I do have some abilities that, what's the word I'm looking for, are redundant, but being in a brawl and only a 60 card deck where you can only have 1 copy kind of limits it, but you'll see that I have a lot of like gain 1 life abilities. And I do that so I can try to stay in the battle. Now this card was originally the Oath of Kaya, but the Oath of Kaya only works if they attack my Planeswalkers. Well, I only have 3 Planeswalkers in this deck. Revenge of Ravens, however, works if they also attack me. So I switched it out. And I feel like this is definitely 100 times better than Oath of Kaya. Oh, I lied. I have 4 planeswalkers. I forgot about Mr. Soren, which just so happened to be underneath him. He's more or less in here for the lifelink and the recursion, of course, removal. Now this card here, my wife actually got me to play. I didn't think it was that good when I first saw it. However, I was playing against her standard deck a while back now, and she had this card on the field, and one of her afterlife creatures died. I forget which one it was, but it created angels instead of 1/1 spirits, and I was like, yeah, I'm screwed. And yeah, so I threw that in there because that's kind of overpowered when you think about it, especially if Karlov is on the field. Sorry, I'm really congested today. Hope I'm not getting sick. But yeah, giving them lifelink, flying, and vigilance. Well, technically it'd be double vigilance, but yeah, this is a little overpowered. Murder girls in here, or massacre girls in here. Of course, my wife again. She plays her a lot in her deck, so I threw it in here for that. And of course, another afterlife creature. This is another card that, when it was spoiled, I wanted to throw into my wife's commander deck for pretty much the same reason. You get a 4/4 zombie token pretty much for free, just for casting a creature. And another afterlife creature. Now, originally that was an afterlife creature. I forget the 6 mana costing, the other 6 mana costing one, I should say. But I like it because it gives all my creatures +1/+1 while weakening my opponents. I like that, and I feel like I needed that. Oh, and while I'm sitting here thinking about that, you probably noticed the elephant in the room right now. I have no webcam. That's because I'm on my wife's desktop, not my laptop. My laptop, last time I streamed, had a lot of issues freezing on the whole stream, not just the webcam. So on my wife's desktop, I thought, it's built for gaming. It should be decent. Well, for some reason, my webcam keeps freezing. And anytime I click on anything in the program or out of the program, it freezes for a brief moment. So I decided that we'll just do this no webcam. Sorry if you guys don't get to see my charming face, but it happens. Ugin's in here for removal, mostly. Again, Afterlife, also removal. Pretty simple land base. Got my plains, got my swamps, Godless Shrine, Command Tower, Evolving Wilds, and Fabled Passage. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the deck, as always, you can leave them in the comments down below on my YouTube. And you can always send me a message. I post the deck on Tapped Out as well, typically after I'm done with the stream. Oh yeah, I did forget to save. So save and exit. Ignore my mess decks. So let us play the Brawl Wednesday. I broke it. Oh, mirror match. No. No. That is so horrible. That's a horrible hand, too. So... This was not what I wanted. Let's do a free mulligan. That's a little bit better. I think I shall keep that. So I'm going up against Teysa Karlov. Such a wonderful mirror match. Kitty! Not what I was hoping for. So I think my goal will be to try to keep his Karlov off the field while keeping mine alive. Sounds like a pretty doable strategy. Let's make it to where during your turn spells your opponent's cast cost 1 more. That way I kind of have some protection going on. Sorry about that. In the middle of being a bad trainer. Let's not attack, because I kind of need you to stay alive. So I think if I get 4 mana, unless they play Swamp. Is this just mono black Teysa? That's weird. I think I do play it. Because the worst thing that happens is they play some type of removal spell here, but it's gonna cost 1 extra. No attacks. They need to stay on the defense. His deck is really weird. What are you planning to fairy? Ow. My bones are popping. Oh, there's his Teysa. I think I need to kill his Teysa, but at the same time I gotta be careful here. I'll plant my flower. Attacks. That was something I was kind of worried about. Because now that'll mitigate you. So let's give you vigilance. I feel like you're going to protect me really well. So when, okay, so That's bad. They're still online for murder. Hey, I know that card. Okay, so give me vigilance. Oh, I forgot. So he's just gonna block. Too late. I can't recall you for some reason. Oops. So now we'll cast you. I don't know why I forgot that card had Afterlife. I even just said that it had Afterlife when I was going over the deck, like not even 2 minutes ago. I could use a draw engine right about now. Yeah, you and me both. Yeah, but, what do you do?
When evil arises, I will be there.
Gain 2 life, but 2+1 exile a creature.
I will do what I can.
Yeah, that's gotta go.
Enough!
I really just need 1 more mana.
Evil had better watch its step.
He's gonna start whittling me down though. And there's the mana. So we'll get you out first.
The undead make great minions. Loyal.
We'll do sacrifice 2 creatures.
Oh, I do love a good death wail.
want to keep my Death Toucher out there. And even if they exile a creature, as long as it's not Teysa, it should be good. And even if it is Teysa, I have mana to replay her now.
I'll find a use for you. Waste not, want not. I've learned much from your death.
Didn't draw any of my other removal though, which is somewhat concerning. I don't remember, did I play Murder? Yes, I did. Spark Carvers. So I have 2 more pieces of removal, I believe. Yes. That card's a lot better. Whoa, what are you doing? Sacrifice a creature. Oh, he sacrificed a Death Touch. Wait, is he targeting Karlov? Okay. So, the fairies plant some cards that I didn't think of ever playing. Howdy.
They were a lousy servant anyway.
Yay, someone from Commander Social. I'm actually pretty happy. You, sir, just made my day.
Rise and shine.
I no longer have lifelink. I need to get Teysa back out. Thank you. Sadly, I need to draw removal right now.
Cease your selfish acts.
So many triggers. So many triggers. Holy cow, we might be here for a while.
Death is in love. Waste not, I've learned much from your death.
Guess I'll get rid of that. But I drew my removal, so now I just need to survive to play said removal.
The forces of good will prevail.
That they do. That they do. Sadly, I'm playing on my monitor, so I have no speakers, so I can't hear the satisfying sound of the triggers. Okay. I really need to get Teysa back on the field, but I have so many things that I have to do.
They were a lousy servant anyway.
Okay. So step 1, do again. Step 2, destroy that. I don't even care if I take damage.
My plans do not include you.
Wait, is it? I was about to say, is it only tokens? But nope. I need to get cards out of my hand.
Rise!
He doesn't have flyers.
I hope you
Teferi's
find peace.
putting up a fight. I think I need to get Liliana to 9. Just sacrifice
We can
her.
win this together.
I don't remember if I'm running the card that brings back a Planeswalker. I should if I'm not. Oh no.
What a drag.
Oh no. That might just be game. Why is it? They're not on the field. Oh, all my afterlife triggers.
Death.
Oh god. I'm gonna draw my entire deck, aren't I?
Waste not what you learned. They were a lousy servant anyway. Death is enlightening.
This is gonna be sad if this is where I die. Well, maybe I'll get lucky and they'll deck themselves out. Holy cow. That was so painful. Why? Well, you have all the life in the world. So I think what I do here.
Others like me? So glad to meet you. This is what I trained for.
Hmm. 65 life. I don't know if I can come back from that. I need Teysa. Kill that. I don't even care about that. Teferi Heaven. Yeah, tell me about it. That was crazy. That's a good card. That's a good card. That might save me, so I guess I discard lands. I kind of need all those cards. That board wipe, though. Oh no! So that's going to nullify my life gain. No, it won't. If I play this, my creatures will get plus. Oh, you would. Please don't kill. Okay. They might be able to. So now I can't attack. Their deck's not too... Their deck's pretty fine-tuned.
I'll block them off.
There's a Soul Ring. I really need to start gaining life. I think I play this. Sacrifice one of you. I think I get you to the field. You to my hand. That just gives player hexproof. And then next turn, I think play Teysa. Yeah, I have enough mana for Teysa for round 2, or 3 now. I need to get him out. I need to do so many things, but I don't have the mana. I don't have the resources. Yeah, that that might be
Prime
game.
day for justice.
I don't know. I can destroy him.
Your light will cleave the darkness.
This is really not a good first game. So you kill Gideon.
I am not quite indestructible.
Give you vigilance. I'll take the 1 point of damage to attack. This has been an insane mirror match. There's their Teysa. So they're going to start gaining life again. Another board wipe, really? I could have. I didn't even think of that. I should have thought of that. Well, that was a fun first match. Shoot. That was very painful. I thought I had that one too at the beginning. So I'm going up against this should be an interesting matchup. Let's see. I think I'll keep that hand. Well, thank you for watching. Have a good day at work. Creatures get hit and us. Ooh. I think I eat the 2. Well, I was only going to do this deck for 30 minutes, but the very first match was 30 minutes long, so I think we're going to go a little longer. Please don't kill her. What's she gonna do, Miss Nitsa? To an air. Well, I really can't do anything about that. Ooh. So, looks like it's going to be a bunch of flyers, which is bad for me. As a rule. I don't have any of the flyers. Swamp. Let's see. Let's take that out. Get you out. Let's try to get in for 5. Thinking. Ooh, so they have point. Well, I guess their commander. It might be another loss for this deck. I think I board wipe. I think next turn I actually play Ob, like I should have in the last match.
Your demise won't be quick. Oh, don't dwell on what's about to happen.
Oh, it can be a turn.
As a human, I conquered. As a demon, I subjugate.
Oh, you'll have to try harder than that.
I don't think there's any.
Try not to
no,
think too
there is one
hard.
creature in green I think that has haste. Well, Nisa's finally starting to get her mana. That could be a problem. Oh, of course.
It's a lesson in tactics.
Everybody's just got all the answers today.
Sometimes sacrifice is necessary. You'll regret that.
Well, you're out of food tokens. So you'll either have to sacrifice a land, or your creature, or your production of tokens. Or not even do it this turn. Just give her a +2.
Everyone is expendable.
See what they do. That's what I thought. Might have to win through attrition.
Have at your best. As long as we win, nothing else matters.
Oh, they sacrificed the food token. That actually seems like a pretty interesting deck idea. I might have to do that. Or already food. Alright. They're kind of just vomiting creatures onto the field. I don't appreciate that.
This isn't your average zombie horde. Impressive, isn't it? Smelly, but effective.
But they don't have any flyers, so I'm not gonna worry about it. So I'm thinking next turn I'm going to make them sacrifice 2 creatures with her ability.
Pain is weakness, leaving the body.
So then I would draw 4 cards, and I might be able to get an answer. Okay, so each player sacrifices 2 creatures. Sacrifice you and you.
In the grave. I'll find a use for you.
Okay.
Waste not, want not.
Alright.
I've learned much from you. They were a lousy servant anyway.
So we will play you. play you. And we shall play you. Oh, well... I didn't realize that. Bollocks. I have no flyers. I think my game just glitched because I didn't get to draw a card.
Your next mistake is your last.
Yep, and that's game. That was lame. Well, I think 2 and 2 is enough for that deck, so I'm going to take a brief break, and I will be right back.